Absolutely.
All right, you had me on this one.
Con.
All right, go on.
You should be. I think I did.
Yeah, you did. I seen you. I seen you.
You on there, man. Test. So it's Wednesday. 52 questions. You not for this. I've been thinking of some good questions.
Do you want to read up?
Shit, it don't matter. We keep it like this for right now. That's cool. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. And it's a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone Houston camp or the Houston church, back out here with another opportunity to prophesy. First and foremost, to tell our people who they are. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans out there, that y'all not black, Hispanic, or Native American, but that y'all the Israelites. And we always got to make this point that it's not a so-called black or Hispanic movement only. We've been scattered for hundreds to thousands of years. And we always use Blake Griffin as an example. That took 3 generations, his father being a Haitian, and then you had Blake Griffin and his son got blonde hair, blue eyes, but guess what? That little white boy Haitian. You see? So we've been scattered for thousands of years. So our people gonna look different, but what's the determining factor on if you could be an Israelite or not? If you could believe in this Bible right here. So that's what the Lord ultimately told us, go prophesy unto the world, be prophets unto the nations. You see? So we here to tell our people who they are, and if you look like another nation, right, then if you believe what we say, you could very well be an Israelite yourself. Now also we are here to reveal the wicked, which is Esau Edom. I think it's on this side, huh?
Yeah, it's on this one.
Where you at? Esau Edom right here, the so-called white man. It said in end-time prophecy that the wicked will be revealed. And it's important because it said that the Lord, who the world ignorant know as Jesus, he can't come back except the wicked be revealed. Right. So that's what we also here to do. Tell the wicked who they are and let the world know. Also to pronounce judgment on Babylon the Great. So we living in a beautiful time, Lord willing, this street speaking do be edifying. Brother, got anything? We ain't got to get that. Let's get that. Hey, what you got up? Let's start at 3. Let's just start at 3. Let's start at 1. You can start at 1, all right?
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, this is red letter, see ye not all these things?
Read again.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him. And his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things?
Hey, check this out. Now, again, I like the Apostle Gabal vision, right? So it said Yahushua was walking out the temple. Shalom, man. It said Yahushua was walking out the temple. And then the disciples came to him like, hey, all excited. Hey, Lord, man, look at these stones. Look at these stones. Now, where the stones came from? Why was the second temple? Because that was the second temple going back to when we came out of the Babylonian Empire, going into the Persian and Mede Empire. But it was renovated by Herod the Great. You see? It was renovated by Herod the Great. You see? So that's why I was like, oh, shit, look at this. So they was bragging on something that Edomite did. So that's why already your house like, man, they ain't where it's at. You see? You got it, dog. Now watch what he gonna say.
Matthew 24:2. And Yahweh said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Right. And you know, ultimately, too, when you think about it, because Yahweh told him, man, look, y'all worried about this temple. The day coming where ain't no stone gonna be left upon another. All of us gonna be thrown down. Now, even considering that, as Israelites, what's the point of the temple? That was where the Heavenly Father, that was the way that we had access to our power. You know, you had the high priest go behind the Holy of Holies, the mercy seat, the Ark of the Covenant, the Spirit of the Lord to beat up. You know? But that's how we was able to have access with our power here on earth. Now, when you go into it, think about it. In the time of Yahweh, you didn't have the Ark of the Covenant though. So you didn't have the mercy seat. So all those, the temple, the Spirit of the Lord wasn't even in that building. When you really think about it, the Spirit of the Lord wasn't there. And guess who knew that? Yahweh, because he was the Ark of the Covenant. He was walking. The Spirit of the Lord was on earth. So that's why he was also, look, man, even how we look at these churches, yeah, they look nice and all that, but the Spirit of the Lord not in there. You know? But Yahweh going into all these things going to be thrown down. Now, he also prophesied to him. He talking about 70 AD. That's when it was going to happen. You got it, bro.
Matthew chapter 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives,
so he sat down after that.
The disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, what shall these things be?
When?
Oh, Salaki. Let me read that again. Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
When they asked him, when shall these things be? What things were they talking about?
Prophecies coming to pass?
Nope. Because he didn't get into them yet. What was he talking? They said, when these things gonna happen? Read it again, the other verse. Because he ain't start telling them what prophecy is gonna come yet. You got it.
Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately.
Okay, because it's gonna tell you, and then we go read it, and then y'all know it. Hey, Shalom, Got it.
Matthew chapter 24:2. And Yahweh said unto them, see ye not all these things?
All these things, they were just bragging about the temple and the stones. So he said, y'all see all these things, right?
Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Oh, you got it.
Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
He said, when shall these things be? What things? He was just telling them the stones to go be off the temple. They was bragging about the stones in the temple, how it looked, because it was renovated by Herod. But the Lord said, man, look, all these stones gonna be brought down one day. And they said, Lord, when these things gonna happen? So they was asking when the temple was gonna be destroyed, in other words. So right now in this chapter, he was about to tell them about 70 AD and in our time. You got it, bro.
When shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
So they asked a two-part question. Two-part question. You see, when the temple gonna be destroyed ultimately, and when the coming, show us some signs to let us know the end of the world and your coming. And that's when he go into what he go into. So a lot of these things happen in 70 AD, but we can spiritually apply them today. But some of these things didn't happen in 70 AD because they will happen today. You got it.
Matthew 24:4. And Yahweh answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ or Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right, we clearly seeing that everything is happening. We were talking about the video from last night earlier, right? We clearly seeing everything is happening. All end time prophecies are already said go. All prophecies are already said go. We're not waiting on nothing no more. And again, I like even starting here because it said a regular average person said it's always been wars and rumors of wars. It's always been famines. It's always been this. Right? It have always been earthquakes in diverse places, but when have ever time in world history it's been all these things and the mark of the beast on the scene, mainstream media, and the Israelites waking up to who they are, and the wicked Esau Edom being exposed, and World War III about to begin. That's all we waiting on. And we seeing chariots, the coming of the Lord. What else we waiting on? And everybody, people should know America is Babylon the Great now. What else we waiting on? Nothing. Nothing. Everything is ready. You got it out.
Judith 9 and 5. This is Judith chapter 9 and verse 5. It reads, For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before.
So this Judith speaking about the Heavenly Father. She said, look, everything that took place in the earth, you did it. You knew about it. It was your plans from the beginning. Everything that's happening is because of you now. And all the things that's going to come is because of you. In other words, the prophecies, right? You got it, bro. Can you read it again?
Judith chapter 9 and verse 5. For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before, and which ensued after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now and which are to come.
And which are to come, the prophecies. So we living in a time that these prophecies are being fulfilled. Again, what else can happen after this society? Before we finish that, because the Lord gonna say the prophecies are here and they're ready. How could this society go on? Just sit there and really think about that. You have people who fighting over if it's more than two genders. You got people fighting over if it's right to change the sex of their son at 8 years old. You got people who just strung out on the wickedness that they grew up in this world. The nonsense. People want to be thugs, and you got Lil RT, the little rapping little nigga. You know, you got parents who they through. All society is done. Even if you want to talk about entertainment level. Nobody really trying to watch the NBA, NFL, everybody complaining now. It's getting all political. Even that, the politics in America is done. Nothing in order no more. So where could this go as everybody beefing within the world governments, all the nations trying to go digital? Where could this lead to a better society? No, it got to be a restart. And it will be a restart. Can you get a second address 13 and the GMT? It will. You know how Esau, the so-called white man, which is biblical nationality, the nation of Edom. That's the last heathen ruler, according to the Bible. But you know how he got this saying within his government, ordo ab chaos. Meaning what? Order out of chaos. And they think the phoenix is gonna rise. Which even in their hope it ain't even that, because that ain't even real. It's not even a real bird. So, it's a fake hope. Right? But they say order ab chaos, and out of chaos, they gonna bring a new world order. That will happen. That will be fulfilled. It will be a new world order out of chaos. And chaos gonna happen all across the world, but mainly right here in Babylon the Great. Second Ezra 13, GNT, mainly in Babylon the Great. And then out of that chaos happening, guess who gonna show up? The one who the world ignorantly called Jesus, which his name is Yahushua, so-called dark-skinned man, and he gonna come and save his people and bring order out of the chaos, which is Jacob's trouble, man. You got it, Doc. You can start at 5 again.
This is Judith chapter 9 and verse 5. For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before, and which ensue after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now, and which are to come. Verse 6, it says, Yea, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand.
It says, yeah, what things? That's the prophecies. Everything the Lord has, he gave his prophets those dreams of old, like it said in Habakkuk. All those things that was written down, that was said of old, it says, yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand. And that's where we at right now in world history. All the prophecies are ready to go. what prophecy are we waiting on, like, to now, granted, we still waiting on stuff, but I'm saying, like, the MOTB, the technology is here. It's here. People got it in their hands and heads. The missiles in the silos. What else are we waiting on to be made to show? Like the other times, Paul was kind of saying it last night in Revelation 13. They've been saying this for a long time, but now it's like, here, we can see it. What else? It's not, I don't know how to put it. Everything should be obvious. What major prophecy is not obvious right now? No, they are obvious right now. That's why everybody turned into the scriptures. Because the Lord, he said it's ready. Let's get Habakkuk, since we mentioned Habakkuk 2, because now it's speaking, man. You got it. Can you read that one more time? Sorry, 5. You can just get 4. And once you like that, yeah, what thing? Yes.
This is Judith chapter, I started 5. This is Judith chapter 9 and 5. It says, for thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before and which ensued after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now and which are to come. Verse 6, it says, yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand.
They are ready at hand. Not saying you read it wrong, but they ready right now is the point. You got it.
And said, lo, we are here, for all thy ways are prepared, and thy judgments are in thy foreknowledge.
Right, so the prophet said, we here. The prophecies, that's how they speaking. So what they said, we here. Well, let's read it. Let's read it. It said, in Habakkuk, it said, the prophets are speaking, and right here they said, lo, we are here, man. We living in an exciting time. This is what Yahushua had to be talking about. When he said, many righteous kings, rulers have, and judges, roughly paraphrasing, have desired to see the things that y'all see, that we see, but have not seen them. It wasn't their time for it to happen yet. Even Apostle Paul, he knew about Esau and what that is, 2 Thessalonians, but he even knew it wasn't time for it to happen yet. It was going to come a time when the wicked was going to be revealed, and that's the same time that everything else was going to be happening, man, at the end. Oh, you got it, huh?
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
And the vision, that's the prophecy.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
And what they said again, you still got it?
Yeah.
Judith? Come on.
Judith chapter 9 and verse 6, it says, yea, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand, and said, lo, we are here, for all thy ways are prepared, and thy judgments are in thy foreknowledge.
Right, so they're here. Now, how in Habakkuk, how are they speaking? To give an example, to explain how they speaking. We got proof now. It was once upon a time when, the apostles, elders, bishops, elders, so on and so forth, they didn't have as much proof as we do now, And I like to say tangible proof. We can pull up articles, videos, is there movies? And not just that, we're starting to see it play out in society now. That's how I'm speaking. It's starting to happen. It's becoming obvious. You got it, right?
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
See, that's what get a lot of people, the tarrying part. That's like in between contractions. In between contractions, if y'all ever, was in the room when a woman was delivering a baby, she'll have that contraction. That the Lord said that's like a plague. And she'll be all in pain, squeezing you, sweating, screaming, shit like that. Right? But when that go away, when it stops, she good again. Probably get a little sip of the water, change the channel, she good again. But then another one comes. See, a lot of people, they get drugged to sleep when in that good again part. And the Lord, he had the contractions fall apart, because what was the last thing? CV. A lot of people fell asleep, went back to the world as it was normal, but the next one coming. And then when the time, it ain't gonna be a long time before the other one after that. It said like a woman giving birth. It says, going back to the likeness of a pregnancy. Contractions, they start off far apart, but the closer the child gets to coming, they hurt more, and they get closer together. That's how the Lord said his play is going to be. So it ain't going to be another 5 years to the next world event or event of put fear in people. When the next one happens, it's going to be another one, then another one, and then another one, man. And then till all hell break loose, which is called Jacob's Trouble. All we need is that one kickstart event or events. And let's get these precepts, but what the DHS and the FBI said is going to be multiple events like New Orleans that happened in January. You got something with
Yeah, I got to appreciate it. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, in verse 37. It reads, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, with which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." So going into what the brother was talking about, looking at these prophecies taking place is to the point where something is about to take place. And describing it to a woman giving birth is going to be felt. It's going to be a break. But like it says, it compares it to a woman in the 9th month. So it's coming soon, okay? But comparing it to those contractions, like a woman is about to have the baby, they're going to intensify and increase, and they're not going to stop until the baby comes. That's the same thing, like the brother saying, the plagues are coming, and we can see it taking place. The scripture you quoted when Yahweh said, many prophets and righteous men desire to see what you see. Can I read that real quick? Because it's a point I want to get. This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, "But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." And that's the most important part. Everybody has eyes and ears, but people really don't understand the times that they're in. They don't understand the mysteries of the kingdom, going into the context, just like the times that we're in. It should be evident that the Lord is about to make his return to this earth based off of what's taking place. But verse 17, it says, "For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them." But just making the point of, being able to understand the times that we're in, because the scriptures let us know that the shit is popping off, and it'll be a blessing to be in the know, understanding the times that you're in.
Yeah, man. Too, like speaking like the birth of a child, and in some situations, a woman would die from that. And this woman, America, which is the great woman, Revelation 17 chapter, she will die. And when these prophecies come to pass, it's going to kill her off. That's to the Most High's intentions.
Now I'm just gonna read the next verse. You got it. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, in verse 39. It says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side." So it's coming, and it's going to be felt by everybody on the earth. It's no turning it back. So that's the importance of, getting ready and preparing yourself for these times, because it's going to take faith to be able to endure those times.
So in other words, we in between contractions right now. But what that brother said, that's a beautiful point though. Because think about it, Esdras, he that's why he was questioning the angel. Man, when we gonna get out of here, man? Why it's like this? He wanted to see what we seen. Well, shoot, the apostles. They asked the Lord, hey, right now the time is about to get our kingdom, no matter what the time. That's why he told them to worry about that. Because the house shall do it. Y'all a long way from that. But guess what? If the Lord was here, we was like, hey, you about to get the kingdom, guess what he'll say? Yeah. He ain't gonna tell us y'all got to go prophesy again in Papua New Guinea. No, he ain't gonna say that. This the time. We in the time, man. All our forefathers wanted to see. Enoch talked about it. Yahweh Shah gonna come back with the angels. He was the 7th from Adam. Guess what? We in the time that we about to see that, man. That's why it's so exciting. If you call yourself a believer, if you're not excited right now, or you wake up one day, man, ain't nothing going on. Man, there's a lot going on. And even if we don't see no big news or anything, if you go check the news article, this little everyday shit. Man, you don't think the Lord doing behind the scenes stuff? Remember, one of the things he was going to do was work on the minds of the kings. How you going to see that? But a way to see it right now, get that real quick in Proverbs 20, the heart of the king. You see he got a spirit on Trump. Look how Trump coming up. He got a spirit on them, man. Whenever get it. Yeah, this ain't first term Trump. This ain't Trump that was in Home Alone. This ain't the actor Trump. You see, this the Trump with the horns. The Lord putting the spirit on Esau. We in different times, man. And you still got people out here complaining, well, if we would have had Kamala in office, even if so, no matter who in office, America's still gonna get down with the world agenda. They gotta fall in place. You got it, bro.
This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Now, a modern king is a president, a prime minister, a vice president, a world leader. It says the king's heart, his mind is in the hand of the Lord.
As the river of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
So when the Lord want to go to war, guess what? And you know the Rothschilds, their mother said, if my sons want to go to war, no. She said, if my sons want blood in the street, you better believe it's going to be war. In other words, if the Rothschilds, she said how much power they got, if they want war, it's going to be war on the earth. Right here. Can you read that one more time? The Lord feel the same way. So the time, can you get, what that is, Ecclesiastes 3, a time and season for everything? Yeah, it's a different time. The Lord won't war now. He don't want peace. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah want war. See, Esau think he know what war. He think, you think, come on, man, because you're blessing the sword. Because you got a military and you made a bomb. Man, look, the Lord is a real man of war. He gave you some of his spirit. You got it, Doc.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Where he will. So if the Lord won't war, guess what? It's going to be war. And according to prophecy, the Lord won't war. And out of all this chaos, it will be a new war order set up. It will be Ordo Ab Chaos will be fulfilled. But for the Israelites' sake, man. But let's get that real quick. Yeah, Ecclesiastes. Let's get Exodus 15 first, just to make that point.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is a man of war. The Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is his name.
Right. Even that, people would consider the one they ignorantly call Jesus as a man of war, because how he portrayed in this world. You know, when you see the movies, you know, well, in this world, you told you gonna come as you are. You know, in the movies, he all soft and, you know, and delicate. You know, my son. You know, you don't fear a power like that, man. But right here, it says the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, is a man of war. Think about it. You got people today talk about they how many bodies they got. Shalom, how many bodies they got. You see? You know, nigga, how many bodies, you know, they rap about it. We talk about the person who killed everybody. Brother Most High killed everybody since the beginning of the world. You want to talk about bodies? It's a man of war. It was his idea for World War I. It was his idea for World War II. It was his idea to make a missile. Can you get that? When he said, my sword, the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 54.
Yeah, this the Lord show, man. You got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
It wasn't Oppenheimer. No, it wasn't Oppenheimer. It really, you know, Oppenheimer was the main one. It was a lot of different scientists. You know, mainly as I go say right here, you know, well, German scientists mainly. But it wasn't Oppenheimer, no. The Lord created that. Ain't no man could just wake up one day, you know, I can spit an atom. I'm still asking this question, how you even see an atom? Like, I don't know. Magnifying glass, like, how you get to the microscope? I don't know. But they was doing that, though, to create a missile. You think, and come on, the Lord gave Esau wisdom. This is the laws of the law. That's how we know it's the Lord, but the Lord said he created this weapon. And that's the missiles that we go see shot off in World War III.
Job 33, when the Lord basically through a dream, installed his plans in men. So that's how they came up with it. They didn't just come out of nowhere. The Lord implanted those thoughts in them to be able to do that and figure that out. Because America had to be destroyed by these weapons, so they had to be created somehow.
Job chapter 33, verse 14. For Yahweh power speaketh once, yea twice, yet men perceive it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep follows upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, Then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
So that's how the Most High do it. Right? It says when the man is in a deep sleep. So it's not that you can recognize, oh, I feel the Most High working on you. You're not even going to notice. You're going to wake up and think it's your own ideas, your own plans and thoughts. Right? Before coming into the truth, we know that the Most High controls everything. Right? But the average person don't know that. They feel like they come up with all of the great ideas and whatever this and that. But speaking specifically on the missiles, the Lord put that in their minds to do that. It's not just Esau, he was just so intelligent, right? Or like you know, I say the Germans are the smartest and this and that. The Lord gave them all of that. Right? This is the Lord's weapon. They don't even belong to them. Because when they get shot off, it said the Lord's spirit gonna be in them. So they ain't gonna have no control over that. Even when you go into Joel, the 2nd chapter, they should not break their ranks. The Lord controls all of that.
This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
And it's like the smith, that's going into the actual sciences. Man of those German scientists, a blacksmith, a modern blacksmith. Back then, they with the fire, be something, but now they splitting atoms and making weapons. You got it. So the Lord said He even put the Spirit on them to create what they created. You got it.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for His work.
For His work, not for their work, for His work.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Come on, man. He gave you this opportunity to destroy your own world. That's what's really gonna happen. Esau, see, he think he cold like that, and he created this weapon, but the Lord had him create this to destroy his own system, his own setup. You taking out your own blessing through your blessing. Hey, man, that's a lesson. Esau taking out his own blessing through his blessing.
Right.
You was given the world, you gonna take the world away from yourself by a blessing you was given by the Lord from the sword, man. Come on, man, that's cold. Just like Haman. Haman thought he had a bright idea. I'm gonna make some gallows for Mordecai. I'm gonna have him hanging, boy, the city go see him. And then just to tell you how the Lord already had it set up, it was just one Mordecai, right? Because now I have to go back and read in Esther. I don't remember if he wanted to hang Mordecai and his family. I don't remember saying. I remember it was Mordecai, if I'm not mistaken. But they created multiple gallows, and it was the right amount for him, his wife, and his children to be hung on.
Yeah, I think she requested that his sons be put to death too.
Okay, the water. But it was the right amount for his family to be hung on right along with him, man. And the brother just said Purim just ended, which that's spiritual because you had the Medo-Persian Empire at that time, but the influence of why they was about to come down on Israel was because of who? An Edomite. The Edomite, Haman. That's why. It was all Haman that started the whole thing, an Edomite, man. He got in Xerxes' ear, and Xerxes said, well, look, write a letter to everybody and I'll approve it. And that's the letter that went out and said, look, we all trying to come together, and that's what's happening now. The nation of Israel always been in the way of these nations coming together, man. Always been in the way since the beginning. The Tower of Babel, it was Eber and his family line, those who believe, the sons of God. Even in the time of the Maccabees, it was Israelites. Why these niggas just don't eat this pork like everybody else? Why they got a problem with it? Why they got to fight back? The Maccabees, the Romans, the time of Rome, the disciples, the apostles, so on and so forth. Even now, this message is getting these people away. The Israelites are problem once again, man. But going back to that, you had Haman send that letter, and that's why they came down so Purim. They was trying to judge us, but the Lord flipped the lot, and they was judged. Esau was judged out of that. Haman, them and his family instead of us. The Lord spared us. And that's what's about to happen again. The Lord gonna flip the lot and judge Esau and spare the nation of Israel, man. What you had, huh? Let's get that. Let's get that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1.
This is going to win a new time. New things about to happen. New things about to happen, man. You got it.
Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Everything is a season. And I was listening to, I believe it was Eldar Riala. He was kind of going to Pax Romana. And I didn't really get into it as much as far as looking it up myself. But if I'm not mistaken, other times I'm probably going to add, that's when Rome was kind of falling, and they was kind of saying pretty much, let's build it back up.
Okay, yeah, I have to go back.
Okay, you know, but when you go back in history, when empires started to fall, they always had a last effort of, let's bring it back to where it was. Then it fell. That's where we at right now. Make America great again, golden ages. This the last ditch effort of being brought back to life. And so that's how we know it's even about to fall. But when they shall say peace and safety. You can finish that. So we're coming into a different time, man. Things are changing. You got it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill.
Like even that today. So like, now you good. I was listening to old interviews from people in America that was born in the, brothers be looking at all type of, but it was like interviews of people who was born in the 1800s, just giving their perspective of life at the time, so on and so forth. And then, watching stuff from like the early 1900s, but then they got on baby boomers, right? And I seen, they said from, I think it stopped at like 65. I forget the years, like 50-something the baby boomer years, but it was saying after World War II that every year after that, I forget the first year was like maybe 4 million babies was born in America, but after every year it increased like 1 million, like millions every year. So that was that baby boom era. The point is, that was the time to be born. For example, that was the time of life. Now the law about to kill a lot of people. You got the dates?
Yeah.
1946, that's when it started, to 1964. And it says within that time, it was 76 million babies born in America. You see? Also, but even now, the law is still bringing children in this world, but for what? For judgment too. He got those Central and South Americans coming over here, not just to be immigrants and all. No, they're coming over here for judgment too. And he might spare some, but yeah, a lot of people, it's time to die now. And the law it's time to judge. You see? You got it.
Peace and the American dream and all this. But it's gonna happen much worse than when that came from. How the Lord about to have things pop off, the things that the Lord about to have happening over here, they're gonna wish they would have never came. But Isaiah 13 chapter speaks about people fleeing, some people fleeing back to their own land. That's how bad it's gonna be. You got it, bro.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
So I'll read this real quick. So Pax Romana from the AI overview. See, AI giving answers now. It says Pax Romana was a period of relative peace and stability in the Roman Empire that lasted from 27 BCE to 180 CE. It says the term is Latin for Roman peace. Now I'm gonna jump down. It says who ruled during the Pax Romana. It says Augustus, the first emperor, began the Pax Romana. Marcus Aurelius ended the Pax Romana, and other notable empires included Tiberius, Caligula, Nero, and Hadrian. So Nero, hey, you notice that, So, but you got it, all right. You finish reading a little bit of it.
I'm going to jump to 8.
When they say a time of war,
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
We ain't in a time of peace. It's a time of war. Right? The Lord got his mind set on the throne in there. And like I said, Revelation 18, right? The sands that reach on the heaven. So a judgment has to come. It's over for America. Every kingdom in the scriptures always had a time to where the Lord allowed them to rule, and then he take them out of power. It's like what Ecclesiastes the 3rd chapter, like the brother was reading, a time to plant and a time to basically root up what was planted. America was planted, Esau was planted. But now it's time for the roots to be taken out. When Malachi, the 4th chapter, it speaks about that he shall neither leave from root nor branch. You got it, huh?
I just want to make sure I'm straight reading a little more.
We just got to do something. Malachi 4.
But it said
Whenever you ready.
it said the Pax Romana ended, and I just I kind of do a little research on it too. But it says the reign. It says the how did the Pax Romana fall? But it says the reign of Commodus ended in 192 AD with his assassination, which sparked a civil war that brought an end to the golden age of Roman history. So, but I don't know if this is before or after. So, Salakia, I have to look a little more into it. So, you got it, guys.
Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
That don't sound like peace to me. See, the day come that shall burn as an oven. And what that's talking about? That's talking about the destruction of America by nuclear fire. Right? America will be burning. That's why it's referred to as the lake of fire in the book of Revelation. All right? What people mistakenly think hell is, a place you go be burned. It's talking about America. This place will be on fire. All right? And it said that they that were proud, what is it?
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be stubble. So they're gonna get burnt up. Right? And we don't even know. We know that nuclear fire ain't nothing to play with. We ain't never witnessed nobody get, burned by that. Or the amount of damage that it can do to a person. And when we know it's tragic. From how the scriptures describe what's gonna happen, how people gonna melt. Right?
Make a quick point. When you go to stubble, it's like straw. And straw, when you add fire to it, it burns fast, like the brother said. The elements are gonna melt like fervent heat, so you're gonna melt. Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right, so neither leave neither root nor branch, because if the root is left, it can grow back. But Esau's not coming back in the power, because after Esau's rulership, who's destined to rule? The Israelites, right? Jacob. And it's going to be a rulership for eternity. Nobody else coming back in the power. All right? So there is no making America great again or restoring it back to how them days are over with. All right? Take balm for her, if so she may be healed. There's no healing for this place. All right? This place has a cancer, has a sickness, right, that cannot be healed.
I just want to read this. It was bothering me. I want to, make sure we're right. So this is from Wikipedia. It says the Pax Romana is roughly a 200-year-long period of Roman history, which is identified as a golden age of increased and sustained Roman imperialism because it started 27 BC. So that was 27 years before the law. So it was a long period of time how they was growing and becoming a nation. I just read it. It says Roman imperialism, relative peace and order, prosperous stability, hegemonic power, and regional expansion. This is despite severe revolts and wars and continuing competition with Parthia. It is traditionally dated as commencing with the accession of Augustus, founder of the Roman Principate, in 27 BC, concluded in AD 180 with the death of Marcus Aurelius, the last of the five good emperors. So it was a span of time. So like I was wrong on that. It wasn't at the end that they were trying to, get themselves back going and talking about a golden age. So Salaki, I was wrong. It's the beginning of their empire, rising, becoming great, and it, started fading towards the end. But like Shamala was just said, although now the golden ages are done with. Can you get Jeremiah 51 for that, brother? Let's get that Malachi.
This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
And that's the spirit they're in right now. Even back then, but Esau, he felt like Well, look, we losing to where we was, this power we had in the earth. People don't look at us the same. They don't fear America the same. Well, we gotta get back to where we were, and that's why Trump coming out and he really about America first, as he would make it seem, you know. But Esau really want to build back. But watch what the Lord gonna say. It's over with. All kingdoms had a time. All nations had a time. It's over with. You got it.
It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever."
Right. So they go try to build. They go try a digital system. They go try a golden age. But that's when the Lord go break it down. And that's in Job the 20th chapter. When you try this new world order, that's when the Lord. That's when he go begin to break you down, man, even more. You know, and that's why it's beautiful to see. You know, all we have to do is come out here and prophesy in the Lord's word or do what it's supposed to do. Time. Just let it play out. See, Esau time is against him, not us. He have a short time. We have forever. We have forever. He got a short time. Well, you got it. What up? Job 20. Let's start at 15.
Job chapter 20, verse 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah power shall cast them out of his belly.
Right. Everything Esau gained in his time ruling, since the Greeks, the Romans, because Esau got a lot of ancient artifacts, gold, you know, different relics. Esau got a lot of stuff from history. They go and dig up the earth. They still probably got a keg of that wine Yahweh Shah made in Cana of Galilee. Ain't no telling what Esau, man. I'm being funny, but you know, but Esau got old. Well, it said that in Wisdom of Solomon too. Let us get the best wine of the earth. Not saying they got the lowest though, but Esau got everything. The Lord said, whatever you have gained in your time ruling, all of it's gonna be gone. All of it. Let's get that real quick, guys.
This is Sirach, or Ecclesiastes chapter 10. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8. It reads, "Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another."
And I wanted to get this because the way Esau ran the world, the Lord said what he got gonna be translated from one people to another. They ain't just gonna disappear. Because when we go back, the Lord said he gonna take everything from Esau. Right? That's the beginning of us getting everything. You see? Not saying we gonna leave this world with anything, right? But the Lord about to bless us, man. Esau got his blessing. Look at what he had. But the Lord gonna take everything from Esau. It even said that in Job, even with his wisdom, you know, they plans ain't working like they used to. They can't fake the people like they used to. Their wisdom being taken from them, so on and so forth. But ultimately, they domain over the earth, this whole beast system, the authority that they have over the people, over lands. But think about it. We're supposed to just be on the earth and somewhere be, but you got to get a passport, an ID, go through approval to fly to, you know, to do what you want to do. You got, even in America, you got to go through checkpoints and have a little easy tag.
Or just imagine what it's being up and just having everything, but then losing that. That's how the Israelites were. That's how the Lord did that to us. We was up. The Lord took everything from us. But Esau gonna be like that for 1,000 years, a 1,000-year period. But he's never gonna rise again. They gotta deal with that. And we got a hope of returning back, or even better than we were before. Right? But Esau, he gonna be through.
Job chapter 20, verse 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah power shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Now this going into Esau, the wicked. Can you jump up just to get who it's talking about, like verse 4? You say the wicked. Yep, verse 4 real quick. Just to get who we talking about, because keep saying he. Who is the he? It's talking about the wicked. Esau Edom, and the brothers just got Malachi 1 and 4. The wicked It's the nation of Edom. You got it, bro.
Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?
But for a moment, when you think about it, Esau really had a short time to rule. I'm talking about in here, this American time. That's quick. We already at the end of it. We don't got no remembrance of what was. We just here now. 249 years, you made it. Bro, we about to have forever. Like, think about that. Think about that. So it says, no, it's not this of old. All kingdoms had an expiration date. But especially Esau. You don't think his end coming? That's what our forefather Asaph said in Psalm 73. Because he even was like, man, why is these people winning in the earth? Why is the wicked winning? And I'm over here serving the Lord and I'm living a hard life. But he said until he got into the scriptures, went into the sanctuary of the Lord, then he understood it. Then he understood their end. That he says it's going to be a slippery slope. As soon as it started, it ain't going to stop. They're going to come down quick, like the brother said. Think about that. Especially these elites. Even these everyday rich Americans. You know, what's a rich neighborhood? River Oaks.
Sugarland.
Overnight, they're going to be turned into a homeless person. When Jacob's Trouble kick off, overnight, they're going to turn into a homeless person. That's, I think, man, you was talking about that a while back. These homeless people, when Jacob's Trouble happened, these homeless people going to be living better condition than everyday Americans because they're used to the struggle, you know? But the point is, think about overnight, even in America, when Jacob's Trouble start, these people going to lose it. Now, on a bigger scale, the elites, they ruling everything. Overnight from them, never had to work a day in their life. They had I don't say, you know, in this word, they say, man, you had a silver spoon growing up. No, they had gold spoons. They probably had stones and shit, right? Rothschild and them, but they had gold spoons growing up. Overnight, they go get their ass drugged out of some underground tunnels, get their ass beat up and put chains on them and brought to the Lord. From that day to 1,000 years, you're going to be a slave. Think about that, man. That's what's about to happen. Let's read it, Doc. You got it.
He's a man in the field, right?
Get your ass in the field. Hit him with that Sparta kick.
Yeah,
Get your ass in the kick. This is Israel. You know?
Job chapter 20, verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
Boy, that's gonna be something to see though. The Rothschild up in the field and shit, never working a day in their life. Man, you got it, Oxalaki.
Job chapter 20, verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
It's all gonna be over. Can you jump down back to 16 or 17? It's all gonna be over. It's all gonna come crashing down. And when that happens, nobody gonna be in the kingdom talking about, man, tell me about Alexander the Great. You know? Yeah, tell me about well, L was here, Jake, you know? We can leave. But you know, they ain't gonna be asking about no Edomite history no more. Rome, man, how was Rome like America? America ain't gonna be looked at as the great nation in the kingdom. That's gonna be like, bro, that was a wicked ass place. You know how we look at Sodom and Gomorrah now? That's how everybody, our children in the kingdom, like, man, I heard, man, y'all, Abba told y'all the story about America. Nah, he didn't tell me. He said it was a scary story. He didn't tell me, you know. You know, he said people thinking that men thinking those women, you know. But yeah, that's gonna be a place of shame, man. That's gonna be a place of shame. Ain't nobody gonna worry about Rome, the Greeks. Really, nobody go ask about no other heathen nation once we rule. That said that in Daniel 2. Once the stone come, the whole statue gonna be broken and blown in the wind like chaff, which means it ain't gonna be thought about no more. You got it, Doc. Let's finish that.
Job chapter 20, verse 17. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Yeah, my daddy told me got dragons and wild over there right now. And you know, Mufasa, he was told don't go on the dark side. By
Elephant graveyard.
What is that? What's it?
Scar.
Simba. Yeah. Simba. Remember Mufasa told Simba, don't go over there on that dark side. You know, that's how America gonna be looked at, though, the dark place over there, them wild animals. You know? That ain't gonna be nowhere. That's gonna be a place of what not to do. And that's gonna put fear into these other nations from here on. You got it, bro.
Job chapter 20, verse 18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
Think about what the Lord is saying right here. Can you read that one more time, Mark? And he's talking about Esau.
He said labor. That don't mean he worked, actually worked for it. It's like the precept, Genesis 27, he'll show you how you got it.
Job chapter 20, verse 18.
And you know what's cool as we read on is we're going to Imal too. You know the sword, and he had the people working. It's all going to turn on them at once.
Job chapter 20, verse 18. That which he labored for shall he restore,
Shall he restore?
and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance
According to his substance,
shall the restitution be.
shall the restitution be. I'm going to stop there. Well, you got a little more?
It's a comment. And he shall not rejoice therein.
Right. According to his substance, shall the restitution be. What was Esau's substance? That's a question for any of y'all, brother. What was his substance that he was given? The earth. Shall the restitution be. And when you go into the word restitution, one of the similar words, or I think it's in the definition, or like a similar word, but it's reparations. It's reparations. One of the words, I think it's an etymology maybe, or it's like a similar word to restitution on Google. You know what I'm saying? How I show like similar words. But the point is, our people crying about reparations. Kendrick Lamar, it is 40 acres in a mule. It ain't about music. You feel me? Man, if we way past that, even if niggas get a mule, they ain't gonna know what to do with it. Well, knowing the nigga, they'll probably cook it, you know, scared to touch it, taking a picture, you know. They ain't gonna know what to do with 40 acres. They ain't gonna know how to build. Now you probably got some people out there, but even if Jake builds something, man, you could be beefing. You could have niggas on the corner of it. They gonna want to have a, come on, man. Same American shit that's gonna be on your 40 acres in a mule, and so it ain't gonna work. We want what the Lord. We want real reparations. We want the world, man. That's what the Lord's saying. According to his substance, shall the restitution be. You got it, huh? Can you read it?
Okay. Restitution, I just typed in synonym. I guess I got the definition too. This is on Google. The restoration of something lost or stolen to its proper owner.
Ooh, see, that's cold. We the proper owners of the earth and everything. Although Esau, he got it first, talking about the blessing. But who was told it first? Isaac was. Jacob was. Think about it. Jacob was told you go get the world and all that. He was told that first, so the world really his. Esau still just got it because Isaac, all right, well, I'll give your brother, you got to serve your brother. It was already set in place. So it's really for Jacob. Con. You see? Really before anything was. You know? Apostle Paul, but the point is, it's really ours anyway, so they're going to restore it to its rightful owner. This is the real reparations you should be looking for. You got it.
The second definition, recompense for injury or loss.
See? Reparations. For what you've done. Reparations.
And then, like the brother was going into, the synonyms, compensation, recompense, reparation, damages, you know, so on and so forth.
So that's what we looking for. We want what the Lord told our forefather, man. You got it, all right? So it says, according to his substance, shall the restitution of what we just said, reparations be. You got it. So let's get Isaac blessing.
This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 36. It says, and he said,
Let's start at 28. So this when Isaac went into this when Jacob went into Isaac, right? And you know the whole story. He made himself as if he was Esau, you know, just for drama's sake, just to make it a good movie. You know, the Lord, he could have did it how he wanted to do it, or he just could have went with it from the beginning. Right? So this how it happened. Esau, Jacob went up in that stink, smelling like outside and Harry. You know how he did? Because he said, Esau, you my son? You smell me? Yeah, you smell like the field. That's white people today. They got a natural bunk-ass dog smell. Especially when they get wet. That's Esau. He had the same smell.
It's raining too, right?
See?
This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 28. Therefore, God give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth.
Now check this out. He talking to Jacob. Jacob got it first.
And the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be lords over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Woo, that was specific. Because how many sons did Isaac have? Two. He made sure Esau's all nations go bow down, but specifically Esau, man. And let your mother's son, that's what it said,
Yeah,
huh? Bow down to you. The only other, you know, was Esau. So specific, mainly Esau, but all nations go bow down to Jacob, you know? You got it.
It says, cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blessed thee.
You keep reading.
Okay, verse 30 says, and it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob.
I picture that. So he just got his blessing. It's confirmed. No, it's done. It's done. You got it.
It says, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting.
Now see, check that out. So look, check that out. So soon as Jacob left out, so like say he walked out this way, and as soon as he got out, Esau coming around. Esau coming around now to tell you how Esau, he always been the same since the beginning. Can you get his words smooth in his mother, but what was in his heart? He never, what did he say? He broke trees. But which one did he say? 55? Okay. Let's get it real quick.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
20. That's the point. No, that's the point. Now check this out. Because what Esau did to the Native Americans, he promised them all kind of shit, had treaties, covenants with them. He broke all of them, right? They was trying to be nice to him, get these blankets. And what it was, smallpox? Now drink some of this firewater. Now get drunk and shit. He drunk on a reservation. To this day, right? To this day. But Esau been do that's his spirit today. But we're gonna go back to show that's been in the forefather spirit. When he go up there to Isaac, he said, Father, I'm ready to get blessed. But hold on, didn't you already told your brother you swore and you gave me your birthright? Just to show when he swore to Jacob, he didn't really mean that. He didn't really mean that. He was just saying that because he thought it was just them two talking like the Lord wouldn't go hold that to you, man. That's even to show, hey, even conversations we have one another. That's yeah.
Unless he really did, but then later on down the line, like, damn, bro, no, I'm tripping.
Buyer's remorse or seller's remorse.
Yeah,
Can't let that happen.
no, man, you got it.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Broken his covenant. And then Jacob says, after he, we go read it. Jacob said, swore, man. Then he said, what is going to do for me? You got it. Yeah, we already read that one. 21. We already read that one. That's cool. I just want to get he broke his covenant. That's in their spirit. You can keep going on that. So Jacob just left out from getting a blessing. Esau coming in now.
It says, Genesis chapter 27 and verse 31. And he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me.
He going up in there asking for the blessing. Come on, Abba. Because you know it says Isaac, like Esau, that deer he made. Which even today, you know, we say Esau can't cook. White people don't really got seasoning. They can't cook like. But when you talking about barbecue and smoking something, boy, Esau got it. Like the pit master show. Esau can he called on that pit, but like regular, he ain't got it. They ain't got it. They ain't got it. But you do got some Edomites out there who some pit masters of the smoke. You know, they know what they doing with that, right? Esau had that same spirit. Isaac, he was fucking with Esau deal. So he came and was like, look, I got what you wanted. Come on, stand up to bless me. Sean, he forgot about this. Let's read that real quick. Genesis 25, when he said, like 40 something. 40 something. Let's see. 32. 2 and 30. 28. All right, 28. Yep.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
Now see how the Lord even, man, the Lord cold. Now Esau was a bad man. He was a skilled hunter, just like Esau is today. He got bird whistles that sound like a bird. They make the whole thing with the camouflage, just staking out a deer and shit. Esau, a wise hunter. Esau was a wise hunter back then. Remember, they got that from him. How we got our spirit from our forefathers, you know, they got that from him. But on this day, the Lord ain't have him catch nothing. He ain't getting nothing today. The Lord ain't had nothing coming around, probably missing his shots, getting frustrated, came back with nothing. Then he seen, you know, Jacob cooking, got the seasoning going. The Lord probably had a wind blow right over Esau's nose. You see? Went over there. Now you got it, Doc.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
See, Jake, hey, he went straight forward. He went straight forward, because, and you know, it's spiritual, and so cold, it had to be on his mind, though. It had to be on his mind. He probably was thinking, for that to be the first thing out your mouth. Hey, brother, can I get some food, bro? I'm tired. Send me your birthright. That's the first thing you say? That's what you think about? Come on, man. You got it, Doc. The Lord had it put it on, you know, probably put it on Jake's spirit to kind of consider, like, man, you know, you got it, though, bro. Because it was his in the first place, though, you know? You got it.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day.
So see, he knew his brother, swear. He told him, swear this. He probably knew Esau from growing up with him. He be lying and shit. They say he was the wicked are estranged from the womb. They're going straight speaking lies. He grew up with him. That was his twin brother. You don't think he knew him? So he said, swear to me then. Let's see if Esau swore.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 33. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
He didn't care about it. You about to say something?
Yeah, he gave him lentils.
It's crazy, bro, because it's like, it had to be a lawyer, bro, because how could that just come in somebody's mind, like Jacob mind, like, all right, shit, I want you to sell me your birthright for this food right here. Like, that's not even like a reason.
It's not fair.
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
Like, but the Lord had that happen.
Apples.
Yeah. It's like you trying to, I cook something, you trying to get out, hey, give me a house.
Yeah.
So, that ain't, like,
He was straightforward, bro. That was it. Let's go back to that.
This is Genesis.
Let me go get that king with second of the saints. This where we at right now is the point. That blessing he got, because again, no other nation was given the rulership over the whole world, right? But Esau. But Esau. So everything according to what he got, if that's gonna be the restoration, so the next people who gonna take what he got, guess what they gonna have? The world. So see, it only makes sense that the only two nations who was given the promise to rule the whole world It's Esau, we're his now. It's only obvious that we about to get ours next. If our Lord come and get this, and he got to give everything up. You think Yahweh gonna take half in? I'm gonna just get Jerusalem and I'm gonna give Putin. No, we keeping everything, man. Every plus more, plus more. You got it, man.
This is Genesis chapter 27 in verse 32. It says, I'll read 31. Genesis 27 and 31 again, it says, and he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau.
And remember, why he didn't use some people like, well, why, how he didn't know that was his son? Isaac, his eyes was going dim. He was becoming blind, so he couldn't really see well. You know, remember Jacob hooked himself up. He made himself smell like outside, put some hair on him. Even Isaac, he was like, man, you ain't my son. He was like, yeah. You know, trying to probably put his voice like Esau, yeah.
He smelled like Esau, but he heard his voice. It sounded like Jacob, so he was fucked up like, what's going on? So imagine being in that moment. I don't know what's going on.
And what got him, he said, come over here. When he touched him, he felt that hair. Okay, you Esau. You my son. Right? But now Esau coming in like, Father, get up, eat your food, and bless me. So now Isaac, he's like, oh, shit, you got it.
Verse 33, and Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? It says, where is he that had taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten of it, and I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him.
And have blessed him. And the thing is, you can't take that back. He couldn't go to Jacob and say, hey, I'm gonna take that. No, it's confirmed now.
I'm gonna finish it up. It says, and I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed.
It can't be. See, so Esau can't continue to rule. We have to get blessed. We have to rule the world under Yahweh Shai, man. We have to. It's biblical prophecy. Esau, you was given the blessing, but we was also given it as well. You got yours first, being the firstborn. Now it's falling. We about to get ours, man. And that can't be changed. You shouldn't have gave it up. We could jump down to like 40. To 40, and we can do something else.
This is Genesis chapter 27 in verse.
Let's get 30. Let's get 38. So look, Isaac still gonna feel sorry for him and bless him, but for prophecy's sake, because all this had to happen. Alexander the Great had to come. Right, the stomach of the statue and the thighs of the statue, the legs had to come, Esau and Rome. The feet and the toes, the beast system revived. All America, all this had to be. So Esau still had, the Lord still gave him something. You got it.
Genesis 27 in verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also. Oh, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Right, so right here, now we see why it's a such thing as a Karen. This is what he did. He turned into Karen mode. Think about it. Karen to come try to antagonize you, and once you do something, she fall and try to call the police, crime, play the victim. That's Karen. Esau did the same thing. You crime, but you sold your birthright. Then he gonna talk about, man, you so did name him right. You name him Jake Yaquab because he so did supplant me. You gave it. He said, he asked you, that was a fair deal right there. You could have said no. And probably went find something in the house. But you was so hungry. You know why? Esau living in the now, man. He living in the now. He want everything now. Hungry while I wait. Obey your thirst. He couldn't wait. I'm sure you think Isaac and them ain't had nothing in the house. You don't think Esau had no meat left over from all them deer, you know? Come on, man.
Most of them must have had this stuff. Probably like a motherfucker. Speed of hunger on him. Like, well, I gotta eat this shit now. I gotta get this shit up.
Man, Elder Tyler, what you always say? Abraham had it, he was balling. Isaac had it, he was balling. So going to that, you think he ain't had nothing over there? He had nothing in the house. Come on, man. But this is why it had to happen for prophecy's sake. You got it, bro.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Same thing that was given to Jacob, right? The fatness of the earth.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
Same exact thing.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
Jacob was never told he had to get it by sword though. We just gonna get it because that's how it is. Yahweh shall gonna be sent. We just gonna get it. Esau gonna have the same. He got the same blessing Isaac had: the sword, the resources in the earth, everything. But he said, "But by thy sword shalt thou get it. By thy sword shalt thou live." And that's how we know it today. And that's how we got another clue on how we could prove that the so-called white man is the nation of Edom. Because by his sword was he able to take over the world. Even going back to the Greeks. Oh, especially the Romans, because they was the ones coming with that iron back then. You know, they had the iron weapons, some shields. Today, America, how they got domain over the earth? Bombs, man, dropping bombs, put fear into everybody. It was like it said in Revelation 13 that the revised beast was going to do. But by the sword have America taken over the world. But again, it was never told that Jacob had to use a sword. All we got to do is prophesy and just let time be. Let time play out. You got it, bro.
Verse 40 again, it says, And by thy sword shalt thou live. Shalt thou live.
Oh, Gad, when he came over for Gad and Reuben. Bro, Gad and Reuben was whooping their ass. I heard stories. He used to be Gad. I'm going to say Reuben. He used to be Reuben. You know? He used to be Reuben, you know, both of them. But ride on the horse, right? And Esau them out there. Now, mind you, they had the little gun. You know, the shit like that back then, on swords and shit, right? It say, Reuben jump off the horse, run, chop him up. You know, they probably got swords enough, but chop him up, run back, get back on the horse, and just keep going. Come on, man. So Esau had to come with what? A Gatling gun. That was like the first machine gun. These niggas move too fast, and we got the swords. Bro, you probably had Gad, Reuben, because remember, that was your warrior tribes and the half tribe of Manasseh. Bro, Esau's probably coming swinging this. Again, that was something else I was watching today, like Columbus period. Bro, they had a benefit, so to speak, over Gadden with the swords, but you know, over time, they probably got dodging that shit as they swinging. They had to come with a Gatling gun. But that's what gave him domain over everybody, that blessing that he had the sword, man. But let's finish that. We could read that next verse. Because it's going to say, but once he realized Jacob had the blessing, that's when he wanted to kill Jacob. Same thing about to happen now. Once they realized, damn, these niggas, this is really happening. Our kingdom really falling. What they saying really happening. We see, they see more chariots than us. Brothers know that. They see him defining all that. Esau know we about to get this blessing. Guess what they want to do? They want to kill us now. Jacob's trouble. Revelation 12 and 17, they want the ones who got this word, the testimony of Yahushua, and who keep the ways of the Lord. Because they see we about to get the blessing. You got it. I can really get second of this shit.
Genesis 27 and verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Now that's not talking about in the kingdom. That happened in history. For example, like we was the time of David, they had Esau in subjection. But you know, eventually Esau came out of that. You know, even you can go to the Holy Roman Empire, or the Dark Ages, as they would call it. Esau came out of that at the Renaissance. But this one, when we rule, Yahushua come back, he ain't coming out of nothing no more. Because why he came out of those? Because he had to be here for the end to rule the end. He ain't say he was gonna come out of this one. You got it.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
And that's why really in spirit, these so-called white people really don't know why they hate us, but it's truly, one, they see we better than them. But they don't, the elites know, but the average person don't know, but it's truly because we have the blessing. And that's why these elites, they make it a point to make sure our people dying off, poison our neighborhood. So they make it a point to kill Jake off because they know we have the blessing. Now, the average person don't know that. It's just in their spirit to hate us because, you know, that's how it was set up while we was in the womb. But mainly it's because we have that blessing, though. That's why, man. And when he seen Jake had that blessing, that's when he wanted to kill his brother. Now they see we about to get the blessing, that's when they gonna want to come down on us, man. You got it.
Verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
So that's the point we at now. We about to get the blessing. Esau want to come down on us. Let's get that real quick.
Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right. From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born. So, because Ezra asks, when is going to be the separation of times? Like, when all this going to be over, we suffering in captivity, when we going to finally get them blessings you was talking about? He told him, he going to give a hint right here. He said, from Abraham unto Isaac. From Isaac is split when Jacob and Esau were born. Remember, Esau came out, but Jacob Hill was on that. It's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Why?
Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world.
Esau, the so-called white man, woman, and child, is the end of the world.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
It's just Bible prophecy, man. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we gonna rule next. The Israelites, man. Which again, that's the names we've been given in captivity, and it ain't just to the people who look like us. You can look like any nation, but if first and foremost, if your bloodline go back to the nation of Israel, you're Israelite. But we ain't gonna find that information out today. So if you could believe in this message, the prophecies, what our Lord look like, so on and so forth, you could very well be an Israelite. But we gonna rule next according to Bible prophecy. It said that the nation of Edom will be the last heathen ruler on earth, and our Lord will come back to an Edomite ruled empire, and then we gonna get that blessing that was promised to us by our forefather Isaac before Esau, man. That's where we at right now, and it's clear to see. So it ain't gonna be Russia, which that's an Edomite nation. They not gonna rule next. Kim Jong-un ain't gonna rule next. China ain't gonna rule next. The Israelites gonna rule next. Well, that's it.
This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Because he know he have a short time. Esau know the time ticking. He even got on his doomsday clock, 89 seconds till midnight. You know, which that shit don't mean nothing. But they know the time, they time fastly approaching. You got it.
Verse 13. Verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Right. So Esau mainly want to come down on the Israelites, especially those who have this truth. Because you see, our kingdom is about to be here, man. Our Lord coming. And here is over. But I want to get that Job 20 again. Can you read that restitution part?
Job chapter 20, verse 18. That which he labored for, shall he restore?
So going back to the point, everything that he got that he was blessed with, you got to get that up. You got to get that up. So Rock Tender brother brought that out. It have to be translated back to us. You have to get that up. You got to give Jacob his birthright. Yeah, his birthright. You got it up.
Job 20 and 18. That which he labored for, shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance, shall the restitution be.
Everything.
And he shall not rejoice therein.
You got it.
Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he buildeth not.
Right. That's clearly talking about the wicked Esau. You got it.
Job 20 and 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired.
You got it.
There's
It's like, what he desiring now in these modern times? This digital system. all this money that they put into going digital AI, the infrastructure, they really think they right there. And I mind you, what they show us on TV, like I seen they got some AirPods coming out now with a camera on it. Like it's a camera on it. You know, they got glasses where you can see. Eventually, they come up with stuff like you don't even have to have a computer screen. You can just kind of do this. You know, put some glasses on, do this. You can just touch it and shit. Like they got all that. Esau got stuff that they ain't even putting out in the mainstream media, and they really banking on. That's why Klaus Schwab them so proud. You all know Harari. They like, bro, we can look at this shit. They think about this AI and technology the Lord blessed them with. Now they found it to this point. What they designed is a digital world, like the Apostle Orion Live said last night. Stargate. But what Esau want to do is sound like that movie Elysium. But has ever seen that? Elysium. If you haven't, you know, it's a good watch. But the elites had the people on earth, the poor people oppressed, pretty much in camps, so on and so forth. And Esau was in space in like a fucking retreat, living it up with technology and all that stuff. That's kind of in Esau's mind, but what he desired, it ain't gonna happen though. Because what it's going to, as he about to try to fulfill this NWO, can you hold that second episode 16 in the GNT? We can kind of end it on that. No, second episode 13 in the GNT. I got it. Kind of, but we read the steps.
And I think in Elysium too, then you restore, like you can restore your body.
Restore life. Yeah, you can restore life. Yeah, in that movie, you could get up in there and restore your life, bring your life back. And I seen this thing. It said, it was the other day, saying like, it was about 500 bodies that they had cryo frozen for the technology that's coming. They believe the AI shit. It's a lot of famous people. You know, I'm sure higher up people, like people historically. You know, they probably bombed, but they say they got them frozen. But with this technology, they want to see if they can bring them back to life. So that's where we at right now. But Deacon Hakai said they ain't going to talk about when he wiser than Daniel.
Job chapter 20, verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not say of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
So all this technology, he ain't gonna have no part of it. Then you know what's gonna blow his mind? When he see us in the kingdom, we're gonna be far past the little AI shit he got now. We're gonna be doing spiritual power. We're gonna have spiritual power. And what they trying to do and get to the next level, we're gonna be fucking with them like, hey, so look, watch this. And we're gonna be doing the shit they trying to get to. Yeah, that's gonna mess them up. Like, and look, bro, everything that Esau see, even when he told Esau that blessing, that was kind of like an AI blessing. That was an artificial what Jake had. It wasn't, he got it, but what I'm saying is it wasn't really the full thing. Like Jake just gonna have it and chill, be forever. Esau had to fight, you know, go to war. You know, you look at it as a lame in your own kingdom. How you the elites and you hide? We're gonna be hiding? Bro, everybody, we're gonna be hiding in secret. We're the Illuminati. No, light's supposed to shine. We're gonna be hiding in our kingdom, man. So you had a kingdom, you don't want nobody to know who you are. So I'm gonna say Elon Musk the richest man. Like the Illuminati and shit, huh? Like a secret society type shit. Yeah, we're gonna be hiding. It's gonna be out in the open who the kings is, man. It say that in Zephaniah, I believe. Zephaniah or Zechariah be getting mixed up. How it says, I'm gonna give y'all praise and fame. Zephaniah, we ain't gonna be hiding, man. You know? But let's finish that out. Let me get in on that second episode.
Job chapter 20, verse 22.
So this shit trash is the point. And going back to the point, so what else Esau trying to do in his kingdom? Because what I'm getting at, the way, can you get Sirach 10 and 30 real quick, bro? Sirach 10 and 30. The way Esau ruling right now is so low level. Like people praising Lord the Rothschilds because of money, right? But when Esau see how we gonna be in the kingdom, like I'm talking about the kings of this earth, when they see how we gonna run stuff, how we gonna be, how we gonna conduct ourselves, how we gonna help the people, so on and so forth, rule the earth, and not just that, how we gonna have the power that they want. They got technology, like they battery can die. It's gonna be in us. I can do it with my hand. Look at this shit, right? I ain't gotta put a chip in somebody's brain. But not just that. The other point I want to make is, what else is Esau trying to do? He's trying to go down into the water. He's trying to go up into heavens. He's trying to search the whole earth. That's it. We gonna do that with ease. So what all they trying to do? We just gonna do that, and that's gonna blow his mind. You got it, all right?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 30. It reads, "The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?"
So like you can't read it again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and 30. It says, "The poor man is honored for his skill."
The poor man. Now check this first verse. Go into how it is right now in Esau kingdom, and the verse after go into how it's gonna be in our kingdom. It says the poor man is honored for his skill. Nobody wouldn't care about an Israelite. The only reason people care about Israelites is because the nigga could dunk. Because he could shoot 3-pointers from the logo. Because he could rap. Because he could dance, he could sing. Right? Or he got a lot of followers, entertainers, for our skill. Or you could, or, you know, and not just saying niggas. Southern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom. Bro, the world love them. That's your best soccer players. Most of the MLB, Major League Baseball, that's full of Northern Kingdom. You can have a dude walk up there, look straight like Wesley Snipes, but he could be from Cuba. You see? But yeah, people love us for our skill.
Psalm 137, they required of us a song for entertainment purposes. They did that in slavery.
Sirach 10 and 30. "The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches."
The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is only honored for his riches. Think about this. Nobody want to be like a so-called white person. Even like they men, people know them, they weak. You know, they ain't got no style, no salt. The women, they bodies ain't it unless they get surgery. Them thin ass lips. You know, they hair don't got no type of life to it. It's just dead. You can't do no styles to it. Nobody want to be like you. You don't have no real culture. You know, you got all cultures. They got their different cuisines, right? Their different foods they cook. What's Esau? Hot dogs, hamburgers. Like, you don't have, nobody want to be like an American. The only reason people show the so-called white man woman that y'all respect is because they got the money right now, man. Because you got the riches. That's why, that's the only reason. Can you start from the top again, bro?
God, this is Sirach 10 and 30. "The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches."
Now, we supposed to be slaves, we supposed to be poor, but we still the trendsetters in captivity. The world want to follow us in captivity. Nobody want to be like Esau as he ruling. You got it.
Verse 31. "He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?"
If we the trendsetters and the world want to follow us while we're in captivity, what you think it's going to be like when we in our stature? We're going to have them new bodies. We got a spirit in us, right? We're going to be on point, man. How much more is people going to want to be like us? Now you got nations sagging their pants to be like a thug nigga. You got more bites want to be like a boss bitch. That's the like it's a crap my language. We want to be like a boss beat. You see? No, in the kingdom they gonna want to be righteous. You gonna have more up in the fist, the pick. You have more out with the froze, the pick. You know, we probably got some sandals with some gold. I don't know where we go. I don't know the footwell. You know, but yeah, they gonna be like, boy, you see the ones so and so had. We gonna set the new trends. If we honor right now for our in poverty while we in captivity, what you think how the world gonna feel about us when we ruling in new bodies, man?
Right.
Do the AI stuff without having chips in us. Could fly without getting on the plane.
I wish I demonstrated that. Whenever it came to healing, he healed instantly. It wasn't no need for you gotta suffer and heal. Wait till your scars heal up and shit. It was instant on the spot, man. It's a different. That's why we're the sons of God, Yasha Allah. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 31. "He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?"
How much more in riches? Now remember, the rich man, while he was in his riches, people weren't messing with him. Let's see how it's gonna be when he in poverty now.
"And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?"
Is this the man? People go, what is an Edomite? What is an Edomite without riches and without that sword? Nothing. Nothing. You don't have nothing. Think about the so-called you don't have nothing. The reason people fear you want to be like you is because money. Because, you know, you can give them a record deal. You the owners of things. And a gun. Take that weapon away. Esau scary, man. Esau scary. You know, they're the type like you flinch at them and they do shit like that. You know, like that crazy, like, you know, like you throw your setup, you know that Esau ain't got it, bro. He ain't got it, but he got a gun though. You gotta see, that's what make him something. That's what give him pride, that money and that gun. Take that away, and that's why we gonna look at him in the kingdom and say, this him? Is this the man? This can't be him. Not you who was destroying kingdoms and taking down people and oppressing people, not you. You see? But that was it on that. We can go back to that Job. Because winter time, man, all this stuff about to fall, man. We're gonna get that secondary.
Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Talking about Esau. So in the fullness of him beginning to finalize his new world order, the Lord was going to start making it difficult. How? Like now, the truth coming out, you got insiders speaking on it, what they talking about, their plans, you got the prophets speaking on it, right? Time moving faster for them. Things ain't going as easy as they thought it was. The closer they got, you got it.
Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Now, this is not talking about, or it said wicked, that's talking about, no. It's not talking about just Edomites right here. When you go into this word wicked, the Hebrew word is aimal, which is the everyday worker. You know, the everyday person who working, slaving to make money, right? Getting ripped off by these elites. That's what it's talking about. So that's how we know all hell about to break loose. It says once Esau was right about to be, and it's the chaos we started with earlier. It's the chaos. And it will be order out this chaos. But when Esau about to be, think he about to fulfill his new world order, come with the AI, right? New lockdowns, everybody gotta have a digital ID, and he start mandating to see him, people getting to see him, people like, but we almost down. This was gonna happen to him. Can you read it again?
Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua power shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Right. No, that's it. I want to get this real quick because it jumped to just straight missiles. But after the working class, after they revolt, because that's what it say, the working class right here, right? The Aimal word, that wicked word. The working class, that's when they go revolt. They gonna realize, man, these people ain't for us. Now you got a lot of Edomites saying the Republicans, man, Trump ain't what he doing, what he was talking about. They feeling play. And once they get down, he messed over us. A lot of people gonna have a problem with that, and that's when we gonna see a civil war. That's especially, look, people getting fired. Time's about to get hard. This is what it's gonna lead to. You got it. This is the chaos right here, but it will be order out of it. You got it, bro.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Full-blown civil war. You got it.
Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
A sedition, that's an uprising, a revolt, mainly against the government. This that Aimal right here. When the working class, when they go come upon these elites. You got it.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
See? So they say the same thing right here. These everyday people, they ain't gonna care about no president, no governor, no police, right? No laws no more. They gonna feel messed over, man. And this gonna be the time they ain't gonna have nothing. You took everything from them. And remember, Americans so used to living in luxury and you know, chilling. Hard times gonna come, and that's when people gonna lose it. Can you read that one more time out?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Now, mind you, as we read this, what else happened at this time? The MOTB mandated. World War III, like right there. It says it's right there. Every full-blown Jacob trouble as we reading this right here. You got it.
Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Meaning the citizens go do whatever they want to do. Ain't no more law. Law enforcement. The law enforcement gonna be trying to save their life and their family life. Who gonna take you to jail now? What Secret Service gonna be protecting? They gonna be trying to protect themselves. Where they probably gonna try to hit a bunker. The law they gonna have them make it. And you might have Trump in the T. I don't know, right? But you like the movies. A lot of them try to get out those government and they get caught in the mix. You see? But you can keep reading, all right?
2nd Ezra 15 and verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Now check out the format. It says once that happened, can we read this in the GNT from here on out? 2nd Ezra 15 in the GNT from here on out. Now check this out. It says once the people start revolting, going against the government, not caring about no laws, this was gonna happen. Now we got to go back to what Trump signed with the DOD. I forget like the actual name or numbers of the legislation, but they said if the public, the everyday policemen, the state policemen, if any uproars happen and they can't handle it, they can send in the troops. And they said the troops is gonna come in and use deadly force. This right here, which means that once these people try to cause these uproars and come against the government, you can see martial law, troops coming in, and this boy is gonna be full-blown trouble, bro. You got it.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16 in the GNT. There will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. Verse 17, there will no longer be free access to the cities.
So when the people revolt, it ain't gonna no longer be free access to the cities. Martial law, checkpoints. You got to see up? You got it.
Verse 18, because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live.
Chaos. Jacob's trouble is the chaos. And Esau think he gonna bring the order out of that. He said Esau mind, he thinking, look, we gonna cause this, and then we gonna go in the bunkers, and then we go sit. I'm sure you got satellites the way they got TVs, they go watch everything on, they probably think they go watch everything. Right, we gonna let the missiles go, and then we gonna come out, and then we go rule with AI. See him and all the remaining people on the earth. Because really the only threat is Americans. These niggas got guns. The rest of the world could be, they docile, they could be taken over, Ham, Moab, they could be already in the, but Esau think he about to sit there and do that and come out. That's not how it's gonna happen though. That's not how it's written. Got it out.
Verse 18 again, it says, because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions.
Right. So that's what's gonna happen. Chaos go ensue, man. And you know what? It said, I think it's 2nd Ezra 16, how it says even the world leaders go stand in fear. That's when it's gonna be out their hand. Remember, Pharaoh thought he was big and bad as magicians. They threw the staff and turned to a snake. Oh, we could turn water to blood too. But it was too much for him at one point in time. They had to admit this by the hand of God. Esau, the Lord letting him keep up right now. But eventually things will get so out of control, is stuff gonna be happening to where he ain't do it. I ain't press that button. I ain't do this, the heart thing. I ain't do that. The Lord's gonna be doing shit. And that's when he gonna be in fear too, man. Let's get on 25. Now this is going to the 2nd Ezra 13, that dream that Ezra had about Yahushua. Now we gonna start straight at the interpretation, because Ezra said he seen Yahushua coming. It was World War III. All nations stopped fighting them, started fighting themselves, started fighting the Lord. Now I was about to go into what it meant, what's the interpretation of all what he's seen, just to show you this is what a new world order will begin. It will be order out of chaos. It will be a new world order out of chaos. You got it.
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 25 in the GNT. This is the meaning of the vision. The man you saw coming up out of the sea represents the one whom Yahweh, power most high, has kept ready for many ages.
Man, that's cold. That's cold. Man, he can say, this the one. The one you see it coming up. Now I said the sea, but we know Yahweh Shai coming from the heavens. You know? And then you read verse, I think it's like 51, 52, to tell you why the Lord had him come out to sea in that vision. He said, just as you can't see nothing in the ocean, nobody can go and search what's in the ocean. He said, just as it's going to be with my son. As you can't search nothing in the sea, nobody go see my son or those who come with him until the day he be sent. So if somebody say Jesus came to me, no, you didn't. No, he didn't. You ain't gonna see him till he come. You know, but the Lord gonna come from the heavens. You see, he gonna come from the heavens. Now watch when he come from the heavens. Then he said the one he have kept ready for many ages. Yahweh Shai been ready. Think about the day he finally get told, because he don't even really know. See, the Lord ain't even, well, he done with his lot. He done with his, you know, what he had to do on earth, but he's still watching too. He still gotta watch too, because he don't know exactly when. And he feel like, okay, he see, you know, because you know we think now he know a little more, right? But he still don't know the exact date though. You know? Now I'm sure you know more, but the exact moment, man, think about that. The Lord will be sent one day to fulfill all that's said about it. You got it?
He will free the world he created.
Okay, you start from the two of them, you gotta read them together. Okay. It say he gonna free the world which he created.
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 25 in the GNT.
This is when everybody meet their maker. You got it?
This is the meaning of the vision. The man you saw coming up out of the sea represents the one whom Yahweh power most high has kept ready for many ages. He will free the world he created and establish the new order for those who survive.
You gotta read that slow right now.
Okay, go ahead. He will free the world he created and establish the new order for those who survive.
So will it be a new world order after chaos? Yeah, so he goes, can you get Isaiah 9? Let me just start at 5. It's going to be a new order. After Jacob's trouble, after Leviathan popped out, after missiles are shot off, America destroyed, out of all that chaos in the earth, it's going to be a new world order set up, and it's going to be the order of the Israelites by way of the house of David, man, and Yahweh Shai. You see? Can you read that one more time, Mark?
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 25 in the GNT. This is the meaning of the vision. The man you saw coming up out of the sea represents the one whom Yahweh power, most high, has kept ready for many ages. He will free the world he created and establish the new order for those who survive.
Establish a new order.
This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5.
Let's find out what the order is. What's going to be the new world order? That's going to be in the earth. You got it?
Isaiah chapter 9 and 5, it reads, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire."
What it's talking about, World War III. So this talking about World War III, right? Let's see what's going to happen after this chaos in World War III. You got it?
Verse 6, "For unto us a child is born."
It's bringing up Yahweh Shai. So after World War III, is bringing up Yahweh Shai for a reason. Let's see what order he going to set up. You got it?
"Unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders.
Uh-oh.
And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
That's his titles. Got it.
Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end.
No end.
Upon the throne of David.
Upon the throne of David.
And upon his kingdom to order it."
This is going to be the new world order. The throne of David. Yahweh Shai sit on the throne of David, man, to order it.
"And to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever."
Come on, man.
"The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this."
Come on, man. That's going to be what's going to be set up after World War III, after Jacob's trouble. The new world order of the Israelites, which are our Lord, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, with him ruling, man. Him at the helm, as you know, as they would say. Him at the helm, man. You know? And when it said the government gonna be upon his shoulders, who is that? The 144,000. That's what it say in Revelation 14. Because not all Israel, right? All Israel, ultimately, we the chosen people. But remember, it says he seen a lamb and the 144,000 on top of Mount Zion. All the whole nation, we are about Zion, right? But it's a hierarchy. Yahweh and the 144,000 on top of Mount Zion. That's what it's saying in Micah. The tower of the flock. The tower of the flock, man, the elites. So that's what Yahweh go establish in the earth. Himself, the 144,000, the new governing body, and we ain't gonna have to run for office after 4 years. And Lord willing, we're that number, but we won't have to run again. That's what it's gonna be. And then the Israelites will be established as the rulers of the earth forever, man. That's what we talking about. Going back to the blessing we was given. You know? Let's get what you had. Psalms 122.
Psalms chapter 122, verse 1. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Our feet shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem.
Now this going to us being in the kingdom. We're going to be established. You got it.
Jerusalem is builded as a city that is compact together, whither the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Talking about us in the kingdom, right? That's what it say next. This the order that's going to be set.
Psalm chapter 122, verse 5. For there are set thrones.
Read this slow, all right? For there, you got to make that point because it's telling us a place for what? In the kingdom. But there. We ain't got to get it. You give me slack. You give me let me set
No, they're good. You good? Psalm chapter 2, Psalm chapter 122, verse 5. For there are set thrones of judgment.
For there, in the kingdom are set thrones of judgment.
The thrones of the house of David.
The New World Order, the house of David. Remember, it was also told David through Solomon he was going to have an everlasting kingdom. That still got to be fulfilled. That's going to be the new order. See, people forgot about the house of David. People ain't considering that, but that's who going to rule next. Yahweh Shai and King David and the 144,000, the house of David and the Israelites, man. That's what's coming next. But I want to get them thrones. He said the thrones of judgment are set there. That's the prophets. You got what you got. Matthew 19 and 20. And there's also who, when it said Revelation 20, how he said he seen them sitting on thrones.
This is this is
20. Whatever they asked him, what they gonna give.
okay. So I started 27. This is Matthew chapter 19 and verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Lord, we did the work, we still follow you. What we gonna get from this?
And Yahweh Shah said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration.
Y'all go back on earth in reincarnation, y'all still doing the work? All the way to the end, ultimately.
When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Now, it ain't just going to be 12 thrones, it's going to be 144,000 thrones. But the point of that, the teachers, the prophets, that those niggas going to be on the throne. Now, we won't have to judge our people either in the kingdom because we all going to be perfect. But what it mean by judging the 12 tribes, again, we going to be the leaders. We even going to be giving that advice to our people. They probably going to be coming to us. So, how should I, how you think I should run this province or whatever? This land. I got these slaves. What would you do with it? Right? We could kind of, be given direction, man. You see? But that's going to be the new authority in the earth. Yahweh Shai, King David, and the rest of the 144,000 after King David, because he the vice president. You see? But that's what it is, and that's coming after all hell break loose, man. Matter of fact, we can end it on the second Ezra 4 and 26. 25. We can end it on that. Whoever get it first. So see, hard times coming, but the point is, not just hard times, but Esau's world is ending. And it's going to end with hard times. But we know, according to prophecy, when it's over with, we got a whole new world, a whole new life we about to live, man. We ain't even living. We finally going to live.
Second Ezra chapter 4 and verse 25. It says, what will he then do unto his name whereby we are called? 2nd Ezra 4:26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away.
It's talking about the times we're in. This is the only time period it said that times go move fast. In Revelation 12, Esau know he got a short time, so it says the more we get into this thing, we go marvel. The closer we get, we go marvel. It says because this world is fastly passing away. Got it.
And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Right, so we see America on its way out. There's a lot of wickedness going on. There's going to be more attacks that happen. You know, and we know this place eventually going to get destroyed, and we see it's at that level, but it haven't happened yet. Right?
Verse 29. And therefore, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down.
So if America don't be destroyed, if the system don't be taken out the way,
and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that which is sown with good.
So as believers, we need this to happen. The worse it get in the world, the better it is for us. If America don't be destroyed, if Esau don't fall, if a so-called disaster don't happen and we can't go to work no more, you know, if Jacob's trouble don't happen, if the sea hip don't come, if missiles don't be shut off, we'll never get in our kingdom, man. We can never get in the kingdom. So the point is, these things have to happen. Yeah, straight up. That's what it gotta happen like that. Prophecy have to happen, man. Esau have to fall, America have to fall in order for life to flourish. The wicked have to be taken out the way. You know, but with that, every time I you had anything? Now with that, you know, Lord willing, the street speaking was edifying, and this sacrifice was accepted. You know, and with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rafaqadash.
And double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as the men that taught them. And peace and blessings so you walk him out there, who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as so you believers out there who believe on the gospel. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and we almost out of here. With that, shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.